Yo, it's your girl Brown Sugar. If I look tired, it's because I've been waking up at like 2 a.m. for maybe about a week. And I'm starting to think that there's a couple of reasons for that. Firstly, maybe I'm missing out on some prayer. So I need to pray at this time, which I have. And I'm like, secondly, maybe it's because I'm missing the nightly live. I ain't been doing the nightly live. Thirdly, there was a dream that I was going to share with you all a while back that I felt led to share because maybe it can help some of you all as well because I write down my dreams and everything. And all dreams have meaning. Plus, I think one of y'all had expressed that y'all had the same dream as me once. So I'm like, maybe this dream could help, right? I felt led to share my dream. How can my dream help you? Because some of y'all might be having the same dreams. Anyway, but welcome to the channel. Okay, after that, I'm going to do a reading. Um, I'm going to share my dream. I'm going to do a reading. I'm going to pull the vibes and then I'm going to do the reading. And then at the end, if advice is warranted, I'm going to give the advice. All right, I don't be reading this late no more or this early. But I said, because I kept waking up at 2 a.m. I said, if I wake up one more time, thank you for the thumbs up. I was like, if I wake up one more time in the middle of the night, I'm going to just get on live and see what's up. So here we are. Plus, I haven't done that dream journal reading that I had wanted to do to see how my dream could really help y'all. Firstly, y'all need to be writing down your dreams. All right. So if you already don't write down your dreams, this could be your need to or your sign to start because I ain't gonna lie. Um, I was heavily smoking at one point, so I wasn't really dreaming. But once I had slowed down to get more of a healthy relationship with that gas, I started to dream. And it's just like they say, the dreams are weird, the dreams are strange, the dreams are vivid. All right. But this is a dream I had on January 10th. Funny thing is, I have a I have a dream on January 10th and January 12th, but not January 11th and January 13th. But these dreams was crazy. So I'm going to share this dream because this dream kind of does stand out more than the rest of the dreams because it got crazy that night. Let me just say that. Alright, so firstly, y'all, like I said, I'm going to get into this dream. I label my dreams by the theme, and this dream is labeled Old Mysterious Hotel. Because that's where I found myself in this dream, y'all. It's a bit of a story, so buckle in. Also, before I get into any of this, if any of this does resonate with you, throw me that thumbs up or comment what resonates if you would like to spread love to me. If you don't, that's okay because you don't always have to love everybody. But as long as you're messing with my vibe, throw me that subscribe. Don't play on my top, don't play on my time. And yeah, if you're looking for more stuff that resonates more with what you got going on, I encourage you to subscribe. You ain't got to, but I encourage it. All right, let's get into this dream, y'all. This dream's called Old Mysterious Hotel from January 10th, 2025. Okay, I said, last night I dreamt of being on a 3-day trip with a group I don't know. But in the dream, I knew them. Okay, let me just make that clear. I knew them in the dream. But when I came up out that dream, I was like, who the fuck was that? I'm sorry. Let me stop with the commentary. The hotel was very interestingly built. You could not successfully navigate the hotel without a guide. I got lost and left behind a lot in the hotel. Mind you, I think I'm about to, oh yeah, I'm about to get to that. But it wasn't any ordinary hotel. Being guided through, there were so many different floors with different purposes and rooms. Mind you, when I was up in there was wards, there was hotels, there was different themes and different floors. There was ways you could go down the hallway, up the stairs, down the elevator, all kinds of shit. Okay? Mind you, okay, let's get back to it. I remember walking through a healthcare ward that was full of all kinds of sick people that I couldn't even look in the eye. I felt so bad. Y'all, it was crazy in a dream. Like, it was just like how They show you like those up close of sick people and zombies and stuff like that. Like, and these people was just so sick in my dream that I couldn't even look at them because I was like felt so much pity and shame and disgust. And I felt bad for feeling disgust because these people was clearly sick, right? And I think that I was feeling too much as I was following this guide, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I got left behind a lot in this dream. I'm not gonna lie. Because like I said, you could not navigate this hotel without no guide. You had to be with somebody who do that hotel. All right. Let's get back to it. I also remember there being a large restaurant like floor and sitting there with someone from the same trip for a moment. Mind you, like, I had been lost for a while, and my dumb ass in a dream, right? For some reason, when we entered this hotel, for some reason, I dropped my bag and left my luggage at the front. And I don't know why I did that, but I did that. So I had lost my luggage because I couldn't. One, I kept getting left behind by the guy, but also I couldn't. I don't know why I left my bag, but I couldn't make my way back to the front either. Okay. So I ended up meeting up on this restaurant floor with somebody who was from the same group, right? That person actually helped me to find my luggage. And it had been so long, like I had been searching this hotel alone for so long that I forgot where we was staying for 3 days. Like by the time I found myself, I'm thinking it's time to go. No, it's time to stay. I also remember now this part right here, this part creeped me out the most about the dream. So viewer discretion advised. But so like when we was on that restaurant floor, you know how like some restaurants got the TVs up in the, in the sky. So there was one TV that I was honing in on, and basically this is what I saw. I also remember seeing on the screen, now viewer discretion advised, this guy stabbing himself with a butter knife in the arm for fun. Dot dot dot, making himself all bloody. Dot dot dot, but enjoying it. Frowny face. Weird. And then at the end, when I have crazy dreams like that, that kind of gross me out, I always have to put return to sender at the end, because what the fuck was that? So, I feel like this dream has a lot of messages, right? And I feel like a lot of messages could help somebody, especially if y'all have had anything of a similar dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was pretty weird to me. But at the end of the day, you notice how I said, like, I ended up finding somebody from my group, and that person, mind you, that person wasn't a guide. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that person wasn't a hotel guide, but that person was still able to successfully get me back to where my luggage was. And I feel like the message I was meant to get from that, and maybe that I could share, is that maybe it's the person who was with you all along. Like, you know, personally, let me relate this to my personal story so that maybe, anybody else could relate to it in whatever the way they relate to it. But for a while, I had been battling trying to be spiritual and trying to be religious at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like spirituality is more my roots, right? But I was raised religious. So you see how it gave me two polarizing kind of views. And at this time when I had this dream, I was still heavily battling both, you know what I'm saying, things. And the funny thing about that is when you're religious, a lot of times you have a leader and you're not the leader, right? So it's almost giving that if I was to look at the hotel situation where I couldn't navigate through without a guide, do you see what I'm saying? How like it kind of correlates because like in a church, you can't follow, you have to have that guide. You have to have somebody guiding you through or you can't make it, or so it seems, right? And I feel like it took me about a month and a half to realize the reason I had that dream was because of that, because I was in a quote unquote foreign place, or a place that's not really so foreign, like the regular world. And I was being told that there's no way you can get through this world without having that religious figure or that figurehead or that guide to guide you through. And the fact that the person who helped me back to my things, or in a sense, back to my roots, was somebody who was with me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Which would be, I guess, definitely the most high in me. The angels I was assigned, the ancestors I was assigned as well. You know what I'm saying? To help me along this journey. Because the person that helped me back to my bag, like I said, this wasn't no this wasn't a guide of the hotel or a religious figurehead, if you see what I'm saying, right? It was the person that came with me. It was the angels I was already assigned. It was the ancestors I was already assigned. And it was the Most High helping me in whatever way that the Most High could. You know what I'm saying? That kind of energy where it's only alluded to that you can't make it through life without this God. But really, I saw this post the other day or either yesterday, and it says something like, the signs of a true spiritual teacher is one that realizes at one point you will not need them. You know what I'm saying? At one point you get the concept. Like, somebody also asked me, like, aren't you always doing shadow work? Like, because I was like, oh, you had to go through a dark night of the soul and do shadow work, da da da. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I had my hugest dark night of the soul so far last year and everything. And I really, got more spiritually rounded. But that person was like, but don't you do shadow work every day? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, but at some point you get the concept. You know what I'm saying? At some point you get in the flow of making it your regular routine. So that you don't have to, like, indulge. But I say all that to say, like, I feel like maybe somebody needs to be reminded that as well. Like, people make it seem like there's only one way to get through life, but there's not. As you can see, like in my dream, it was alluded to and it was said multiple times that you can't get through this hotel unless you have a guide. But the person who guided me back to my bag had came with me. You know what I'm saying? So there's that, and then there's also this piece I wanted to talk about this at the end, right? Where there was essentially somebody I was seeing bloody themselves up with a butter knife and enjoying it. But how that was only in their little box. You know what I'm saying? Their little TV screen. And you know what I'm saying? They were still displaying it. And when I saw that, obviously at first I didn't get it. But when everything was coming together and making sense for me, this is when I was like, it kind of also can stem off of, because personally I was dealing with spiritual warfare and going back and forth. And so I feel like I kind of see that part as the representation in my dream about religion. You know what I'm saying? If people want to stay in that box and do a whole bunch of shit that I don't usually do or I don't want to do no more, or things that I consider interesting, or things that I grew out of, right? It's okay that they do it as long as they keeping it in their box. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of times, I don't know, I got a weird feeling from that part because, like, a lot of times, religion, I feel like religion really only exists because everybody want to be right. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw that in the dream, and they was just really, like, really hurting themselves, it kind of gave me like a wide view, because I feel the same about some of my family members. Like, I feel like sometimes being religious, you can stigmatize or keep yourself in the box, that kind of energy. Um, and yeah, like, it seemed like, but the thing about a lot of religions is they like to condemn you from their box. For example, it would be crazy for the person who was on the screen stabbing themselves. I'm sorry if you should be saying that on live, but the person who was in that box stabbing themselves in my dream, it's like, if they want to stab themselves all day, that's all good and dandy. As long as you don't bring that shit over here, like saying, oh, if you don't stab yourself, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of energy, right? So after all that, I'm gonna give the reading now. I think that, yeah, I got the point across. Let me know if my dream resonates. Let me know if y'all have had a dream similar to that. Okay, because it's definitely interesting. An old mysterious hotel with a gargantuan amount of floors, a great amount of what, restaurants, designs, wards, floors, colors, twisties, turnies. It was really confusing there. But it's still, what really just sticks out to me is that the saying was, you cannot get through this hotel without a guide. Do not try to go through this hotel without a guide. And that's the thing, is it's fear mongering, because I feel like the only reason I got lost in the dream is because I kept getting told, don't go through this hotel without a guide. You can't make it through this hotel without a guide. You can't go through this hotel without, like, it was very much, that was the staple. And then to be led all the way back to my bag from somebody who came on the trip with me, somebody who essentially wasn't indoctrinated. And I'm pretty sure this person got told the same thing. Don't go through this hotel without a guide, but that person was able to guide me back. And the thing is, the people who come with you, the people who surround you, they should always be able to guide you back to your roots. Okay, whether the people are in the physical or whether the people are in the spiritual, it's the people who came with you that are going to be able to guide you back to your roots. All right. After all that being said, I'm about to pull the vibes. And then once I pull the vibes, I'm going to get into a short tarot message. And then I'm going back to bed, alright? Listen, I don't read this late or this early. But I haven't been doing a nightly live. And I might cut the nightly live. I might start just doing the reading when I wake up in the middle of the night. Might as well, right? Because I keep getting up. You know what I'm saying? It's been about a week of me waking up at 2 a.m. I'm going to just be here. Okay. And everybody who don't catch the live, I guess y'all can watch the playback. And hey, you know? Alright, so let's get the vibes for this reading. Most High, angels, beautiful, beautiful ancestors. What are the vibes for the reading y'all keep waking me up for in the middle of the night? And don't play like y'all ain't been waking me up, because yes, y'all have. Like, yes, y'all have. Oh, gosh, man. For a week, I swear to you. And then my fat ass been getting up to get a snack. Because I ain't been getting... This is the first time that I done got on live when I woke up at 2 a.m. Every other day that I done woke up at 2 a.m., I want to go get a snack. I want to go get chips. I want to go get popcorn. I want to go get a piece of my Kit Kat out the freezer. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should get up and pray. Maybe I should get up and go live or something. Established is the energy on the bottom. Settled, secure, wealthy. But the three energies that came out, excuse me, we got toxic, we got isolation, and we got healing. So this is pretty cut and dry, I feel like, right? Because we got toxic energy, we got isolation energy, and then we got healing energy. And to me, it's pretty much self-explanatory because it's like, if you was around toxic energies, some isolation is going to do the trick when it comes to healing. You know what I'm saying? So toxic says drama, arguments incompatible. Isolation says rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. Healing says self-care, introspection, meditation. So somebody could be honing in. Like, it took me, hearing it from a different reading and then also kind of meditating to understand that dream actually was meaning something. Because when I was talking about the dream to other people, I was like, isn't that just fucking weird? You know? But after having meditated on that dream, I'm like, oh. Because, you know, that's why y'all should write your dreams down if you ain't already writing your dreams down. Because you can find some stuff in there. Stuff starts adding up. Okay? I was going to share another dream. But I don't want this just to be all about dreams, okay? I was going to share the dream that I had on 111 and then also the dream that I had, or I'm sorry, the 110 and then the dream I had on 111, or 112. 111 is not the day I had the dream on. But let's get into this message though. Toxic energy, isolation energy, healing energy. All right, what is this energy here for the lovely collective? Two of Cups. So somebody could have a toxic love connection around here. Or a connection that's not as equal give and take as it should be. Because Two of Cups talks about equal give and equal take, right? But it's coming out under toxic. So Five of Pentacles could talk about... Five of Pentacles essentially talks about somebody being left out in the cold. So it's like maybe you was trying to be equal give and take with somebody, or somebody was trying to be equal give and take with you, but somebody was the Queen of Swords in a situation and left somebody, kind of stood on business and kind of left somebody out in the cold. You could have got left out in the cold, or you could have left somebody out in the cold. Put the energy how it goes to you, Two of Cups with the Five of Pentacles. Judgment. Oh, so somebody did something. Or somebody's actively under judgment for something that they did while they're alone. And it might be one of those situations where somebody thought they was giving equal give and take, right? But somebody here wasn't doing that, all right? So somebody had to get left in the dust. But it was because of something they did, and somebody was using their better judgment to go ahead and cut this person off or leave them in the cold, right? But this person really didn't go under judgment until they felt that loneliness, feeling like, oh, maybe I did something bad. You know what I'm saying? For some people, it take more. You know how sometimes you don't like how you let it get that bad before you just... some people need it. Some people don't get the picture until the picture gets them. That kind of energy. Okay, so we got the Judgment, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups under toxic. What else under toxic? Five of Swords. Five of Swords talks about... Oh, okay, so somebody could have said something they couldn't take back. In the heat of the moment, right? Something that they didn't even mean to an Empress energy. Empress energy talks about all the queens in the upright. This is a well-rounded lady. Or feminine energy. It doesn't have to be lady. It could be man. Feminine. But, Empress if you're a lady. Emperor if you're a guy. Take it how it goes to you. But with the Five of Swords here, the Five of Swords talks about bickering back and forth. It talks about saying nasty things that you can't take back. It talks about a battle of the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Going tit for tat. And with this Judgment here, it's given that somebody is under judgment for something that they said to the Empress. Something that they necessarily... Okay. So for this connection, the connection could well have been equal give and take at one point. But under toxic, it's given drama, So something about it was like drama, though. And so somebody had to get left out in the cold because somebody got a bad mouth. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got a mouth. That Queen of Swords, she could have been... You know what I'm saying? That energy, if it's you, if it's another energy, somebody here was saying nasty things that they cannot take back. All right? That's what caused this isolation here. Whether it be you who ended up in isolation or whether it be you who left somebody in isolation in order to do some healing work, right? All right, so let's get into this isolation energy. This could have a little to do with the dream as well, because it wasn't until I got fully isolated that I was seeing the crazy stuff and that I met up with somebody who was on the trip with me who led me right back to my shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though people kept telling me, you can't get through here without a guide. Where's your guide? We got 10 of Cups on the bottom. Somebody could be... Ooh, okay, yep. Mind you, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords is what came out. Somebody went looking for a 10 of Cups situation with someone and got a 10 of Swords instead. This is happiness and fulfillment. Happy family. You know what I'm saying? You see that? Backstab. Somebody went in looking for a happy energy but got backstabbed. We got the King of Cups here. I feel like the King of Cups is definitely the one that got backstabbed, because the King of Cups lead was with their heart, right? This is a emotionally mature masculine energy. Mind you, feminine if you... You know what I'm saying? If you're a female, take it how it goes to you. Okay? Don't sit here and take it how it goes to somebody else. But if you want to talk about zodiacs, could talk about Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But it doesn't have to be. Alright? This is just somebody who is very emotionally mature, who leads with their heart. Okay? The King of Cups is like a teddy bear. You know, that kind of energy. And this is who was either left out in the cold and backstabbed or backstabbed someone else. Okay? Now, mind you, this is under left alone, self-inflicted, and rejected. Okay? What else is significant here with the King of Cups? With that Ten of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Someone here was just trying to be generous and share what they had with someone. With the Six of Pentacles. As you can see, like, he's sharing little nuggets of knowledge. It's like somebody here was just trying to be... When I see the Six of Pentacles, a lot of times I think about being very generous. Being very giving. Okay? But a lot of times with the Six of Pentacles, if you're giving in nature, sometimes it's hard to tell when there's somebody toxic around, because if giving is in your nature and you're around somebody who just take, they don't have no limits, baby. And nor do they plan on giving you back what you gave them. You see what I'm saying? So it's given that somebody got backstabbed by being too generous, because somebody here might just be generous in nature. Okay? You know, that kind of does tap back in with the dream. How, like, I was just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, try to navigate the hotel with a guide, and I still got lost. I was trying to be religious and still got lost. Okay? So that could be very significant there to someone else. So we got the Six of Pentacles with the King of Cups. You could have just been trying to share your love. Somebody here just was trying to share love. The Ace of Cups is the one I just stopped up on. So yeah. And then we got the Four of Cups here. So the Four of Cups talks about that energy of introspection and meditation. That's on this healing card here. As you can see, if you look deep within, you see that they're doing the yoga pose here. That Om shit. Yeah. And look, that's what they're doing at the tree too. Yeah. So somebody here had to go deep within and realize, hey, like, I don't think I'm getting back what I'm getting. Somebody here could have realized exactly at what point they were starting to be more taken advantage of for whatever you could do for someone, you know? Mind you, if you was giving this person a lot of money, you know, could have realized how light your pockets were starting to feel. Hello? You know? That kind of energy. You could realize how immature you might have been being so generous with a stingy ass motherfucker, you know? That kind of energy, right? Knight of Cups. And you okay, it's kind of like we went from the King of Cups. You started with the King of Cups, and then we end with the Knight of Cups. I like that. Well, I don't like that for you, honestly. It's not really cute, but I like the connection I just made where, like, I thought about this video that I brought up a couple of times before where the guy was like, if you take a Gatorade and then you take the cap off the Gatorade, and the cap is the person who you're giving to, right? And you sit there and put the cap on the ground and you pour all your Gatorade into the Gatorade cap. And then when you take that cap and pour it back in, what you got? Yeah. What you could do for that person versus what that person could do for you. Okay? It's given like you might have started off with the biggest cup of love in the world, right? But giving and giving and giving and giving and giving to this person made your cup a little smaller. You ain't got so much to offer the next person, do you? No, now you gotta be alone. Now you gotta heal. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of energy, right? Right. Two of Wands. Yeah, somebody gotta make a conscious choice. Once you realize how much you was left with, spiritually, mentally, physically, after giving so much to this person to where you end up backstabbing your own self, it's given that somebody here, once you know something, that's when you gotta make the choice, right? It's not when you're ignorant to the situation. When you're ignorant, ignorance is bliss. But it starts to get 10 times worse once you notice what it is and you still, you know what I'm saying? So somebody could need to just hold strong. Especially, it's time to pour back into you. Okay? Especially if you started off as the King of Cups and you ended it as the Knight of Cups. Or if you started at the King of Cups and somebody could only offer you Knight of Cups energy. That doesn't match. Only thing that matches with the King of Cups is a Queen of Cups. You know what I'm saying? Somebody of the same caliber. This person's not of the same caliber. You know what I'm saying? This is why somebody is so comfortable taking. Mind you, we started with toxic energy. Let's not forget that, right? Right. There's only so much that that person could do for you. Just like in my dream, there was only so much that that guide could do for me. That guide still got me lost. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right, let's get into this healing energy. I hope I ain't too loud because people sleep in this house. But I said, hey, if I wake back up again at 2 a.m., I'm going to just get on live and see what's up. So here I am, you know. Yay. All right, let's get this healing energy. For the lovely collective, Two of Swords. Yes, exactly. Thank you for that thumbs up. You up at the... Yeah, lovely Scorpio. Yes. I've been waking up at 2 a.m. for the past week. And my fat ass just been getting a snack at 2 a.m. Listen. I just been going to get a snack at 2 a.m. Every time I wake up, I'm like, damn, I must need a snack. So yeah. Today, I was like, okay, when I wake up at 2 a.m., I'm going to just get on live and do a read and see what the energy like. This might be the time I start doing the quote-unquote nightly live. It's early from some people. It's late for some people. But yeah, if you want to scroll back, I did a dream interpretation on this live. My own dream, though. Two of Swords energy with the healing energy. In order to start fully healing, somebody here had to, like, you know, create a stalemate with somebody, essentially like stop talking, look in the mirror, use the I love you, girl. I appreciate you. Feels good, you know. Y'all be pumping my head up. I just be waking up. But we got the Two of Swords here, talking about a stalemate. You know, I've been thinking about getting on here and crocheting, but that's not what my channel's for. But like, what if I just did it anyway? I'm like, just what if I did it anyway? But the Two of Swords talks about a stalemate, right? Talks about that isolation, the beginning of whatever isolation happened as a result of giving, right? And not being given back, you know, and not being given back anything else. Plus, if somebody was falling off at work because of this person, it's given that this stalemate energy or this isolation energy is going to get you back into being a master, especially if you put something down. Oh. Wow, okay, that's hitting. Okay, so it kind of does apply to me. Because like in order to get back into my flow of doing a live often, I had to keep getting waking up at 2 a.m. You know what? Hold on. That might actually just not have nothing to do with me. Six of Swords energy. Six of Swords talks about departing, or it also talks about intuitive hits about departing or rite of passage to leave something behind. Okay, so it's given when somebody homes back into work, when somebody starts focusing back in on themselves, that's when somebody gets the intuition hit, you know what I'm saying, that intuitive hit or the guidance, or oh yeah, I was supposed to leave that behind. It's kind of given like, yeah, like when I had that dream and I wrote it down, I didn't know what it was about, but once I honed back in on my work and once I started getting more downloads and stuff about it, then I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? But somebody here got the rite of passage to leave something behind. I didn't mean to pluck this, but we got the Eight of Cups here. It could have been this situation here, this Two of Cups situation, right? Because it wasn't really giving fulfilling, okay? It might have been stable in some ways because you was able to provide stability for this thing. But at the same time, you know, somebody here had a rite of passage to leave something behind because somebody here just simply was not getting back what they was getting. Somebody here was sowing seeds and not really reaping. You know, when you're supposed to reap what you sow. Somebody here was sowing into somebody who was not planning to sow back into them. Self-sufficient energy. It's like somebody here could have ended up more self-sufficient than they are. With the Nine of Pentacles in the world here. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, it really talks about, like I said, self-sufficiency. But somebody here had to realize how self-sufficient they were by getting depleted by someone else, okay? But you could have already knew you were self-sufficient before their energy arrived. So there's also that, you know. But then with the world, it's like you might have felt like at one point you was dependent on this person's energy to go forward, but it's like once you cut off ties, once you stop talking to this person every day, once you hone back in on you, once you started leaning more into your intuition and knowing that the departing from this person was the right thing to do, even though it hurt emotionally, right? It's given that's when somebody realized, oh, I never needed anyone. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to get everything I need. I'm not wanting for anything. I'm not needing for anything. I'm not hurting. This fell over, okay? And this is the only reason somebody feel like they can't. If at any point you feel like you can't, keep in mind, okay? And like I like to say here recently, like people be looking for the enemy on the outside of them when some people need to focus on how the enemy is still up in here. Okay, and that enemy said the same thing in your head every time, and you might not notice because sometimes it sounds like your voice in your head. Yeah, that. But what if? Where do you think that comes from? Not the Most High. The Most High don't say, but what if? Hey, Rob, how you doing? Long time no. Actually, no, it hasn't been that long. You've been in one of my last lives. No sound? You can't hear me? Have I been talking into a void and nobody been able to hear me this whole time? You can hear me, girl. Thank you for the thumbs up. But you deadass can't hear me? Also, y'all, I did my nails. Excuse me while I wait for Brooke to answer me. Oh, you can hear me. Cool. Because I was like, let me find out I've been reading for 30 minutes and nobody's been able to hear me. All right. I'm going to get some last couple energies and get some advice. And then I am out y'all hair. Okay. For this reading, I did like a dream interpretation at the beginning of my live, but it was my own reading, y'all. Okay. So we got the Page of Swords here. Oh, yeah. So while you enter back into this self-sufficient energy, when you pour back into your cup to get yourself bossed back up after whatever this person did or whatever effect that this energy had on your life, is given that all somebody can do now is just watch. And when the Page of Swords comes out, I like to think of the same song. I think of the same song almost every time, and it's from freaking Dear Evan Hansen, right? If you just start energy, they're just on the outside, always looking in. Will I ever be more than I've always been? But they had their chance to be more than they was, right? So now they just get to watch. Which, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. They could get a front row seat to the show that they could have been a part of, okay? They could have been the co-star. But now they just ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Ace of Wands energy. Somebody here is moving very passionately, okay? I'm about to get the advice. I don't feel like there's nothing else. Is there anything else? Ace of Wands talks about bright idea, bright, passionate ideas, new starts, new beginnings, that kind of energy. Death. Okay, yeah, it's the end of this read. Transformational energy. Okay. And then we got the Queen of Cups here. So it's like I said, it's only when, you know what I'm saying? The only match for the King of Cups, which did come out earlier, you know what I'm saying? The only match for the King of Cups truly is the Queen of Cups. You know what I'm saying? That kind of energy. So it's only when, you know, you boss up and realize that pouring into somebody is not gonna give you the results that you're looking for. No matter how much you pour into this person, they're not pouring nothing back and they're just taking. And they're very grateful for what you're giving them, but that doesn't mean they're gonna give you anything back. You know, that kind of energy. So, all right, let's get the advice. And for anybody who made it all the way up until this point, you know, thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to the message. Let me know down below how the dream related to you, if it did, because that dream was definitely something. I might do more dream interpretations if y'all are interested. Yeah. And if anything resonated from the tarot message, I encourage y'all to throw me that thumbs up or comment what resonates if you want to spread love to me. If you do not, then hey, you know, I'm here. You can hear me now. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for letting me know. Because I was like, alright, bet. Let's get the advice. Most High, beautiful angels and ancestors. Can I get some advice for anybody going through something like this? Let me know. Let me know. And I'll definitely read it, you know. You know I'm gonna read it. Alright, what's the advice for the collective here? Excuse me. Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man talks about a forced wait. Okay, now I'm kind of getting that this Hanged Man is kind of relative to this isolation period or this healing period that somebody had to enter to pour back into themselves. Where if you was looking for a certain result or something like that, it's almost as if now you have to wait for that result because you had to reset yourself. You had to pour back into you. You had to start from square one and kind of heal back up after giving to somebody who did not deserve it and they depleted you. You know, that kind of energy. And I feel like the Hangman is only here. Somebody is only in this forced way as a result of entertaining a toxic energy. You know? And it's different for some people, you know, but a lot of times it takes somebody a lot to learn a lesson. Like for me, it took almost losing $1,000 to realize that I was in a toxic cycle. Yeah. And you know, I let me tell you, like this person was a trip. But for some reason, like I just felt the need to keep giving to them. Like this person, I was mind you, this person lived in a different state from me, only like one state away, but this person did come to visit me and stuff like that. But like the thing is, I was sending them food. Like I was spoiling this man and I wasn't even getting spoiled back. You know, like I was sending DoorDashes to their house. When they broke their jaw, I was making sure they got ice cream sent to their house. Like Christmas came up. What did you want? What you want, Bookie? I got exactly what he wanted. The freaking AirPod things that go with the PlayStation, like the headset thing. I was like, what is it? Oh, $299. I could pull it off for Bookie. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just running it up. And it took me looking at my savings and being like, dang, I'm $1,000 down. To be like, oh, and it actually didn't even take that. It took that person ghosting me after having given them $1,000 to where I was like, oh, I'm just giving my money away. So for some people, you know, it could, I hate to say it, but like it takes a toxic energy taking advantage of you in certain ways for you to get, hey, maybe I'm not supposed to just give to everybody like I was in the capacity that I was. Maybe I'm supposed to only be doing equal give, equal take. Maybe don't give again until you get something back. Because I'm telling you, that was a tough lesson for me. It really was. Because I don't see why I shouldn't give. Because especially when people tell me that they're going to give it back, for some reason, I believe people. And you know why? Because I know that people can believe me when I say something. So it's not really in my brain that somebody's gonna sit here and take advantage of me, cause I wouldn't do that. But that's what's wrong with a toxic motherfucker. They would, you know. This person was running me for all I had. Mind you, I was in line. Yeah, and I found out at the end. Actually, this person always did let me know that they was in contact with the ex, but I just didn't believe it. And this is how I found out that I was under a spell. All right. Sometimes people don't understand how common spells are. But this dude, let's just say this is gonna be kind of interesting to somebody out there, right? So this dude, he was telling me like every other week or every few days, he would tell me, "Oh, my ex called me this. Oh, my ex called me that. My ex called me this. My ex called me trying to get back together." But I was like, "No, we shouldn't get back together." And I'm like, it's like a couple days to every other week. You know what I'm saying? He keep mentioning his ex, and every time I'm like, this ex, and he's like, no, this ex. I'm like, fuck, how many exes you got? And how many of them just still have access to speaking to you? You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I just was like, hey, why do every couple of days you mention your ex to me? And this is how I should have known. But I was still blind. He said, no, I don't. But he was. And the thing is, once he said, no, I don't, this is how you know the power dynamic was shifted and I was more insecure than he was. Because once he said, no, I don't, I was like, fuck, I'm crazy? Am I, was I imagining things? Is it? You know what I'm saying? Instead of doubling down, being like, yes, the fuck you do, I started questioning me. How silly is that? And I'm giving this nigga money. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm giving this nigga money. And all the time. All the time. Anytime he need, girl, I'm telling you, when I worked at Crumble Cookies, as much as I used to bust my ass up in there, that money, I was moneying. Okay? That money was moneying. So I was just like, what you needed, babe? You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. That's the problem with giving people. Especially when a giver links up with somebody who's toxic and don't got limits. Because, baby, this nigga did not have limits. Oh, why do I keep saying nigga? I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all got a trigger warning, I say nigga. You know? Queen of Cups. Exactly. It's just like the Queen of Cups is on the bottom of this deck as well. But, you know, you got to find somebody who also leads with their heart. And that's the difficult part with the giver, because a giver can, I mean, people can disguise themselves as givers as well. So just be on the lookout for a more genuine energy, especially when you get back into your healing energy. All right, it's gonna be a little difficult, but do keep an eye out for an energy that's more on your caliber. You know what I'm saying? This is why, okay? Because there will be temptation, or AKA in this deck, this is this deck's devil card, that temptation. Okay, so that's gonna come up first, and the temptation always comes up first, because when the Most High has something for you, baby, when I tell you there is gonna be a couple of decoys in front of it to see if you fall for the same shit again. Promise you. Oh, I promise you. I've been running into decoys left and right to where I'm like, ooh, you look perfect, you sound perfect, you say the right things, but it's always something where I'm like, I fucking no. Yeah, no. So just be on the lookout, because especially when you're leading from love and the enemy knows that you're looking for your energetic match and you're connected with the Most High and your energetic match is also connected with the Most High, the enemy gonna throw everything in your face that look like what you want, that act like what you want, but it ain't quite what you want. It seems a little too good to be true. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. So be patient, be vigilant, okay? And just be hyper aware. Because I ain't gonna lie, hyper awareness, it can be a gift and a curse at times, right? Because sometimes you just want to let life play out naturally, but you always get an intuitive hits where it's like, wait a minute, nah, I ain't want to know that, you know? So, you know, just be vigilant about what you allow around yourself, okay? You will have options, okay? Among these options, I must say, it will be old shit. It will be shit for the you right now. There will be decoys. And there also will be energetic matches. Hell yeah. Energetic matches will also be out there, but it takes discernment. Okay? And a lot of people, I've been running across a lot of people who kind of get irritated with me. And I couldn't give a fuck less. Let me tell you. Because, especially when it comes to these dating apps or meeting people and stuff like that, where I just be like, listen, like there's just a lot of stuff. I'm hella chill, and there's just like a lot of stuff that I'm not gonna sit here and tolerate. I don't care. And the thing is, I don't care no more. After being taken advantage of in so many different ways, you learn not to give a fuck about people's feelings about what you choose to do when you choose yourself. You know? And a lot of people, because I told this one person, like for example, I told this one person a couple of days ago, or either yesterday, I don't know how long ago it was, but I was telling them that I don't have sex. I just don't. And the thing is, yeah, don't give a fuck how people feel about the fact that I don't want to have sex. Like, but this person was saying that, oh, you know, I appreciate, you know, I can see the strength. I would be like, I don't think I'm better than anybody. You think I don't want you want to have sex? Maybe that couldn't be further from the truth. I just know time I was leading with I was. I was in the streets. Okay. Time. I was one. Yeah. I was one of them 403. Yeah. Okay. I have our time. But at one point I was in the streets. But I realized for me, not for everybody, leading with my body, it didn't work. Okay? I found myself connecting to people that didn't want to be with me. You know what I'm saying? I found myself sacred rituals of the nasty kind, of the freaky deaky kind. But that didn't get me nowhere except tied to people who didn't fucking give a fuck about being tied to me. You know? And the thing is, I would love for everybody to do what they want to do. Thank you for the thumbs up. But that doesn't mean that I have to step back on my morals at the end of the day. Especially like, the thing is, on this journey, I am looking for an energetic match. And what people get pissed off about is that I don't have to. This is the thing, and you should take this with you. You do not have to deal with anybody lower than what you got going on spiritually. You dead ass don't. Lyrics sis, what's up? You dealing with the same shit? You dealing with the same shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, people really do need to take that with them. Like, you don't have to deal with anybody who is on a lower level than you spiritually. And this is why. And you shouldn't feel bad. This is why. And this is why that person was kind of irritated with me. Because I said, there's certain things I just don't deal with. And it's not because I'm better than you. He's like, you must have forgot that you also went through a journey. I'm like, oh no, I'm very well aware of my journey. A little too aware about my journey. And I know that if you decide to deal with people on a lower spiritual level than you, and you recognize that, you have to be ready for a ride, don't you? And the thing is, that opens up a path for resentment. It opens up a path for comparison because you start comparing your journey to their journey. And then you start going, oh, I've been got up out of that. They should have been stopped doing that. I've been stopped drinking all the time. Why won't they give it up? I've been doing this. Why won't they do that? And it just is not healthy, right? So that's why I'm looking for somebody on the same energetic level as me already, so that there's only growing up, you know? I think one just ghosted me. Why should I? No real basis for sexual intimacy. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's why I can't care when people be ghosting me. Cause I'm like, okay, like you wanna get these cheeks, no. And that's the thing, like people think they can buy their way into the cheeks too. Like, and it's just like, I don't know if some people just want me to care at some point, you know. I just never can, because once you get to a certain point on your spiritual journey of choosing yourself every time, and you make it a routine and you stand by that, it gets easier and easier to leave these motherfuckers alone. Okay. It's just for entertainment at this point, you know? That kind of energy. Alright, anything more? What did I say? King of Cups, I'm telling you. Upon those options that you have, there will be old people. There will be new people. There will be people who are the old spirit in the same body. There will be stuff for the old you, the you right now that's going through this transition. And there will also be what? An energetic match among them. Okay? And this is what's important. And I feel like this could also tie back into my dream. Like, the person that led me through was an energetic match. They came with me on the trip. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm thinking that this person can't lead me back to my shit because everybody else is saying, you can't get through this place without a guy. Like, and the dream was crazy, bro. Alright. But I say all that to say, yeah, please go ahead and stand on whatever you said you was gonna do. And especially when it comes to temptation. If you said you wasn't gonna do a certain thing no more, maybe we stop doing it. You know? If you said that you was gonna stop dating a certain type, let's stop doing it. If you said that you was gonna, you know, close up shop for a while, like myself, just go ahead and try it. You know, it's, I'm gonna let you know though, it's hard. Because somebody asked me, that same person that I was talking about previously, they asked me, like, is some of my boundaries coming from fear? And I was like, nah, like, I'm not scared of having sex. The only thing that I'm scared of when it comes to sex is ending up with a child that nobody wants to help me raise. That is my only fear when it comes to sex, because it just happens too much, and it's a scary thought to me personally, because the other side of it's not worth it. Exactly. And a lot of people, and I just watched this thing on the Black Cauldron, her channel, where this lady had sex with 100 men in one day. The demons that's attached is crazy. And then she did it again and got pregnant. Imagine having to do 100 DNA tests. Oh, we. And she said it don't even matter who the father is. Baby, what? What if it's the ugly one? Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this live. I might, if I keep waking up at 2 a.m., this might be the new time for the live. Okay. Because I haven't been doing it at the nightly live usual time. So, yeah. So, this might be the new time for the live if I keep getting woken up in the middle of the night. Which, when I'm telling you, since I said it last night, I was like, if I wake up again, I'm going to do live. The eye roll I rolled when I woke up and it was 1:30 a.m. I said, fuck. Gotta get on live. And then I said that I wasn't gonna do the dream journal live until I found my dream journal. Lo and behold, I found this yesterday and I was like, fuck, now I have to do it. But I'm glad to have shared it if it helped anybody out there. If anybody watched this all the way back and you're making it all the way to the end, can you ask a question? I mean, yeah, what's up? If I can answer it generally, you know what I'm saying? What's up with it? Um, but if it is personal, you're gonna have to hit me up personally though. Yeah. But thank y'all so much for joining me. It has been a great time. You know, I didn't expect to be on live nearly this long. I wanted to be a quick in and quick out, but I knew when I got up and I realized I had found my dream journal, and I did say that I was gonna do that live once I found my dream journal about my dream. I was like, fuck, now I gotta do it. So I'm glad to have shared it for anybody that it resonated with. To anybody who was going through a similar battle that I was going through when it comes to spirituality and religion. Does Android have bad intentions? The the phone company? You talking about like Droid, that motherfucker? Andrew, oh, I can't answer no personal less question on the general live. I ain't gonna cap. But I might get something together soon where I can do y'all's personal questions. But the thing is, it's hard to round y'all up because there's about 590 subscribers, but it's like at a time only like maybe like 5 to 10, 12 of y'all will join the live at a time. And you know, I mean, I do think that some people do got personal questions to ask, and I would honestly love to get with y'all and answer them, but I can't like switch the intention on the live though, especially for the people who watch it back. Like, but you know, if y'all wanna, what I can do is I could pull the intentions around the collective though at the end of this, you know, to kind of see if there is something in there for you, but. Yeah, for more personalized stuff, y'all can get with me personally. I do personal readings. But I will say that if y'all want something like a live where I do y'all's personal questions for a lower price than I advertise them for, then I can definitely maybe work something out with y'all. But the thing is, I can't get y'all all together. I don't know why y'all won't all band up together. It's like I only get like 4 or 5 of y'all at a time. Sometimes I get like 7, 8, 9, 10 of y'all, but like I really only get like 4 to 5 of y'all up in here at a time. So, and then much less I can't get y'all all the thumbs up when y'all come through either. So it's like, is y'all helping me or not? But I would love to help y'all out with doing like some personal reading lives. I don't know, but if y'all all get together and let me know in the comments or some shit like that, when y'all want to do something like that, we could do it. But I don't know. All right, is there any intentions around the collective at this time, especially for this specific energy? Let me do it one more time. Is there any specific energies around the collective to be made known? So we got support on the bottom. Support says, I'm here to support and elevate you. Grapevine. Grapevine says, I heard something you're going to be interested in. And gift. There is something I would like you to have. So it's very possible that someone might have something for you. Somebody might want to be offering support to you, and that somebody heard about you through someone else. You know, I heard through the grapevine, that kind of energy, right? I bet. So like I said, thank you to anybody who joined, anybody who's watching this back and made it all the way to the end. I hope that something in this live could help you. If you're watching this back, most importantly, for the lovely people who have a specific question that they would like me to answer, if y'all would band together and let me freaking know, you know, I could do something like that for y'all. But y'all don't be commenting. I mean, some of y'all comment in the live, like my good girl Brooke, like Lyric, like Lovely Scorpio. Y'all hit me up in the live, but like I'm telling you, like barely nobody comments in the comment section. So I don't really know like what y'all got going on, especially when like I do get numbers on videos where I will get a video that reaches 200 people. Don't nobody say shit in the comments. So I don't, you know, so I run my channel exactly how I run it. But if y'all want to start doing like, you know, little cute little questionnaires, I'm definitely down. But the one thing I do want to do is be straight up with the intention that I set at the beginning of the live. Like if I set my live to be a general reading, I'm not gonna like, you know, turn it into like personal things, but I will hit on specific things. Like when you want to know the intentions about somebody, I will pull intentions around the collective. But if it's personal, I need you to get with me personally, or y'all can band together and let me know something in the comments if y'all want to do a Cash App live, or I do a little $5 something like that questions, because it ain't gonna be that much. But I ain't gonna lie, when I do my personal readings, my standard personal general is $35. Like right now, it's very cheap considered to a lot of other prices that I've seen. So, you know, and I do, y'all see me. Y'all see me. I ain't gonna explain how decent of a job I do. Y'all see me. I'm getting out your hair. Thank you so much for joining, y'all. I love y'all so much, okay? Because y'all been watching, okay? A good bit of y'all stayed in here the whole time. About 4 of y'all consistently, okay? And then the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all so much for that. And if y'all was here for the whole yap session, you know, thank you for being here. Because you spending quality time with me, and that's actually my top love language, okay? Quality time, along with gift giving, okay? As you can see, I was spending racks on somebody who did not value me. Thank you so much again for joining this live. I enjoy y'all's company. I thank y'all for trusting me to read you all's energy, okay? And I have been Tene, Nene Brown Sugar. whatever you know me as, whatever you call me, know that you can call me here for your tarot readings, your insight, your clarity, your deep mother loving dig. And if you would like a personal reading with me, which I do, you can hit me down in the description at my email. And if you would like to donate to my channel, you can hit me down in the description at my Cash App. Just let me know it's a donation though. If anything resonated, throw me that thumbs up. Fuck it with my vibe. Give me a subscribe. Comment down below if you want to spread love to me. But if you don't, that's okay, because you don't gotta love everybody. Look at my little heart. That's why I did like this. That's why I did my fingers like this so my heart could be cute. But all that being said, I can't say thank y'all enough, because I'm glad that y'all's actually here, that somebody was here for me to read to, because like I said, I've been waking up at 2 a.m. for the past few nights, and I have not really picked up on why until I was like, okay, maybe I need to stop getting that nightly snack and start getting on live to see what's up with my people. Okay. So yeah, I will see you all next reading, and y'all let me know if y'all want to do a cheap Cash App live. You know, if y'all got questions, personal questions, I'd love to answer them, but I gotta set boundaries now, especially since my channel is growing and I do expect big things. I don't have a specific expectation, but I do expect big things with my channel as I keep growing and stuff. So I want to make sure I'm set on my boundaries now, because I don't want to start doing something like, and it's no hate to the question you was asking or nothing like that, but I don't want to start doing it and then people expect me to switch. And especially if when I do get a larger amount of people who do join my live, I don't want to start doing things one way because I favor y'all. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't want to have to hold that expectation or uphold that expectation to new people, especially if it could become overwhelming at some point. So I thank you so much for asking so I could talk about that as well. But all that being said, I will see y'all next live. I don't know if it'll be at 2 a.m. or if it'll be sometime in the afternoon tomorrow, but or today. But I thank y'all for at least being here with me while I was in it. Okay? And I hope that my dream could help you. Okay? Peace.